Hey YouTube, it's Mike Martin with Do It Yourself, Martin Lawn and Workbench. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I was going to try and make something, but I had something plop in my lap literally. So I'm going to do something a little different today. I make foldable laundry racks, and I'll try and get you a picture like one of these. So it's an accordion style foldable laundry rack. I had a customer that I'd previously sold this to. They said it's broken. Well, I said, well, that doesn't make sense because I sold it to you in one piece. So, replaced the product for them, but decided to try and see if there was a way to fix it. Well, sure enough, I found a way. Please excuse the camera if it jostles a little bit. I'm still working on my tripod, whatever. So, for this, I'm going to use Type 2 Tight Bond wood glue, and then for this also you need an X-Acto knife and some wood clamps that are over here. Alright, so for this, I'm going to use two different styles of clamps. I think they're like less than $1 at the hardware store. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread the crack apart with the X-Acto knife, put some wood glue in it, clamp it. You want it to dry for probably hour, couple hours, depending on the temperature. Today, it's kind of cold, so it's probably going to be better end of the day. Then you're going to want to touch it up with sandpaper, and whatever finish you were using, touch it up with that again. So I'm going to try and make sure I can let you see what I'm doing. I've got to clean off this table so I can work on that. And once I got that done, I'll be right back. Alright? Alright, so we're back. Alright. Again, trying to work with the camera the way I got it. So, another thing to remember anytime you're working with wood, whether it's this project or whether it's another project, keep in mind sometimes you've got scrap pieces of wood you don't know what they're going to go for or what you can use them for. That was the case with these. I'll make some more of these in another video, but it's 100% out of... What? It's 100% out of scrap wood, so when you're getting rid of pieces of wood or whether you're just looking to see what you have, it's always a good idea to keep in mind that sometimes you want a few pieces of scrap wood kicking around because you never know. Alright, so let's see. The crack that I'm going to be working with is this little guy right here. And I'm gonna use the X-Acto knife to spread it apart, put some wood glue in it, and then I'll clamp it and call it good. For today anyway. Alright, let's see. I think that should work. The other thing to keep in mind is anytime you're working with wood glue, you want to make sure that your temperature is gonna work with you, because if it's too cold, that glue is not going to set. Let's see. Pretty much what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to stabilize the laundry rack so that when I do clamp it, it's not going to spread too far on me. Alright. And like I said, this is Tight Bond 2 premium wood glue. It's water resistant, interior, exterior. From what I've seen, it's really good stuff. You can get it pretty much at any local hardware store that sells wood glue. It's probably competitive with some of the other wood glues that are around, but whatever. It does what I need. So I'm just tracing where I want the wood glue to go. And I can already tell it's being stubborn with me. So I'm gonna just use my knife and try and get some in the crack. And the nice thing about X-Actos is they're pretty easy to replace the blade. So it's not always a bad idea to have some on hand. The other thing that's not a bad thing to have on hand is a bunch of junk clothes that you don't really care about, because you can use them for rags. And let's see. And because I have glued it, I do want to clamp it so that it doesn't walk all over the place, but I can see it's going to be interesting. And you know you've got it clamped good when you have a little bit of glue come out of the actual joint that you're trying to make. And I've got a little bit on mine, so that's perfect for what I'm looking for. So I just ended up needing one clamp, but what I'll do is I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll touch it up with a little piece of sandpaper, and then from the sandpaper you can go, if you have a finish that you were using on your project, touch it up with that. You don't need too much. The stuff that I was using on these, it's actually one of those things that you can use over and over again, and it just protects it even more. So that's probably what I'm going to do with this one. But thank you for watching the video, and good luck to you with your wood glue. Have a good day.